What's going on, Bruce?
Bruce, welcome to Hottest Cards of the Week, the weekly series where every Friday night we review the Rock Sandy. Oh my god. Guys, 2 weeks ago I told this little young content creator, entrepreneur, minor kid named Rock Sandy to very simply just send me a hottest Pokemon cards of the week clip so I could use for the intro, just like Rob does Pokemon did last week. Nothing. All I got was an apology like 1 hour ago. What does a Pokemon content creating YouTubing minor do when he's not creating Pokemon content anyway? Probably looking up Vaporeon. Anyway, guys, we have a fantastic episode. Crown Zenith specifically and Scarlet and Violet base set specifically are doing very well. Yeah, and then a big time shakeup in the Alt Art, the Sword and Shield Alt Arts. We have a little mix-up at the top that we will get to at the end of today's video. Real quick, before we get started, I do need to announce a winner for the 4K Derpicue giveaway, and that winner is Philly Seasteak, or Philip K. Philip K, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram to claim your 4K Derpicue prize. And thank you again for everyone who has subscribed to this channel recently. All right, again, so Crown Zenith, then we'll go all the way through the Scarlet and Violet era, and then we'll get to those alt arts, some promos, and then we'll get out of here. All right, let's get to it. All right, so first of all, some of you have been complaining recently, saying things along the lines of, MimikBrew, you only pump 2 videos out a week. We need more content from you, MimikBrew. You only do 2 videos a week, MimikBrew. So I'm just letting it be known. First of all, right here, the first Umbreon EX SIR on auction 5 hours ago, okay? There's one. And then look at this. Yesterday morning, the Get Your Ass to GameStop Immediately video. And look in the comment section. A lot of people did, and a lot of people got Journey Together at MSRP. You are welcome. Please subscribe. Literally, I went to GameStop yesterday. As soon as I got home, I recorded and uploaded this video in like a half hour. And a lot of people got Journey Together products via GameStop in person yesterday. I'm here for you guys. Please subscribe. And then Wednesday night, how to stay alive in Pokemania 2025. For all you new people who are just getting into the mayhem, watch Pokemania 2025 edition. Tons of tips on just like how to not get destroyed or wrecked this year, okay? So just check out Pokemania 20. That is 4, counting this one, 4 total uploads just in the last 48 hours. All right, so there you go. All right, here we go. So let's get started with the Crown Zenith. What did I write? Where's my, oh, there it is. Crown Zenith, I wrote Tina, Mewtwo, Suicune, Evolutions, and Darkrai. Okay, so we're probably going to spend the most amount of time here on Crown Zenith, but, oops, hold on a sec. Okay, so first of all, Giratina, as you can see, is over $200 at $203. A few of these we will look into, but we're going to do a lot of set overviews just like this, like you see right here, because there's just too many cards. It's too crazy nowadays. But we have Giratina at $203. You have the Arceus at $118. Both the Glaceon and Leafeon. So Leafeon at 44 and Glaceon at 40. First of all, the slab right next to Yoshi back there is the Leafeon right there. Slab right there next to Shredder is Hisui and Zoroark. I got tons of Crown Zenith and slabs. Okay, but anyway, so $200 for Giratina. That's the all-time high. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick. So Giratina, on the 1 month, we have from $120 all the way up to our $203. That's 63%. Yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, I am going to speed here. So Mewtwo V-Star on your 1 month is a low of 85, a high of $113 as of right now, and it's sitting right at its high. That's 30%. I'll show you the 1 year real quick. So its previous high was only 70. That's how much we're talking here, okay? And then we'll go check out, who do I have next? Probably Leafeon. Oh, Suicune. Okay, so Suicune at $40. Suicune's been close to this before. It hit 30, I guess. So 30, and now its new high is 40. The Suicune, one of the most beautiful cards, probably of all time, right there. Suicune, oh my god. That's a lot of people's favorite card from Crown Zenith. Here's the Leafeon that I was talking about on the 1 month, down from 32 up to $44, 32%. Pull out to the 1 year real quick because I believe it did hit very close. Yes, 43. Leafeon did hit 43 back in May in the original Crown Zenith bubble of last year. And then here's kind of a new random one. Darkrai V-Star is on the 1 month from about $20 up to $26. That has a 26% increase. That is very high for Darkrai. As you can see here, Darkrai has not even been close to here before. That's 50% on the 1 year. So Darkrai is the new expensive Crown Zenith card apparently. And then I believe we are done. But let's go back real quick. Just a once over. I want you guys to see. So you had Giratina at 200, Arceus at basically 120. We have Mewtwo at over 110. The other two are in the 70s. And then all of these, Suicune, Glaceon, Leafeon are all basically 40, with Darkrai also shooting up. The dogs, there were these two dogs. They've been here before. That's nothing special. Then we looked, yeah. Oh, and then the regular, okay, so the Mew, yeah, we already talked about the yellow border Mew last week. All right, let's get into Scarlet and Violet base set, as in base set. There we go. So Scarlet and Violet base set right here. As you can see, Gardevoir is now over $50 for the first time ever. That's pretty crazy. Miriam at $44. Miriam was at 40 over the last couple weeks and went 40 and went 35, and now we're at 45, 44. Drowsy, we talked about a lot over the last couple weeks because it's my favorite IR of the entire era. Just 2 weeks ago, this Drowsy was a $16 card. I was talking about it being up to $16 2 weeks ago. What did I actually write? I wrote everything up plus Fido. Okay, oh yeah, go down here. So Fido, this is, I love this card. Fido, I've always loved this card so much. Like, this is probably, anyway, it's $7. We're gonna go, first we're gonna look at Gardevoir. So Gardevoir EX SIR. There's your 1 month, it's up 40% from 34 up to $52 basically. Here's your 1 year chart. It had a little spike. In May, it did hit 35 and then it gave up. Gave all the way back down to 22. But now we are well over $50. And there was higher volume bars all the way back in the first bubble. And if you look here, this is actually really decent looking. There's no volume bars back here that stand out, that signify a buyout, which you cannot say the same about some other cards we're about to talk about in just a minute. It's still going up on lower volume. It's a good card. This card is just finally getting the value it deserves, in my opinion. Here's Slowpoke. This was $15, $16. Now it's looking like a $20 card all of a sudden for the first time ever. Slowpoke, again, 20. And then, yeah, and then that Drowsy at 35. That was crazy. We've looked at that enough the last couple weeks. But Fido, $7. So here's your 1 year. Fido's a $2 card all time forever, and then now we're up to 191% on the 1 year. Oh my gosh. Let's see the percentage on the 1 month real quick. It's from $3.60 for Fido, up 72% to $7.22. So there you go. Kind of funny, a lot of my favorite cards, everyone's favorite card is going up in value, let's be honest. Paldea. So what I write for Paldea, I wrote the big three. And if you know Paldea, you already know what the big three are. The big three is Magikarp, Raichu, and T-Tar. So all three of these, I think I'm just going to glance over. Am I even going to look at them? Yeah, so Magikarp is at an all-time high. Zoom out to the 1 year for Magikarp. It had the high of 150 before giving all the way back to 110, and now we're at 227 for the chase card from Paldea Evolved. So that's incredible. We have a $227 illustration rare, which is worth vastly more than 99% of all special illustration rares. But again, yeah, there are reasons that I've gone over with a lot on this channel. Raichu on the 3 month was 30. Raichu's up to 50. We got to pull that back because here you go. Look at that. So you see this volume bar here, much higher. We have 31. It's still not that bad, and we only have 17 listings available. So it's actually a considerable amount of the quantity that was available. You know, you could call it a buyout because when you look here on the 1 month, you see 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you see the 31 and right back down to 1, 2. And then you compare that to the listings available up here of 17. That's essentially a buyout. Yeah. So anyway, but I mean, either way, Raichu has been very popular. It's been 48 was the original high. And now it's just barely cracked and is at an all-time high at 50. But again, it's always a lot of these volume bars and buyouts, they don't matter right now because no one cares and people are just acting upon them. So a lot of these buyouts, like the Giratina and Crown Zenith, I'm just gonna go back real quick. This had 30 items sold at the, you know, on December 21st, 30 at the 140, and then you could see. And instead of giving any back, this buyout happened right in the middle of the FOMO, and people just don't care, don't notice, and just, okay, that's the way it is, and then keep buying at that price. But generally, when we're not in crazy hype FOMO era, like, this would have given back quite a bit. Alright, where was I at? We're at Magikarp, T-Tar. Alright, so let's look at T-Tar real quick. So T-Tar is $47, almost 50 bucks. Let's just go straight to the 1 year on T-Tar. T-Tar is an all-time high, but it's close. 45 back in the last bubble, another all-time high. So basically all three of the big three from Paldea are all today at all-time highs, is what you need to take away from Paldea. Obsidian Lanes. This one will be much quicker. Obsidian Lanes this week. We already talked about Gloom being $10 last week. Probably my second favorite one. It's my favorite stage 1 card, Pokemon, you name it. But that's 10 bucks, that's old. But what's not old is Cleffa being a $20 card now. So that's kind of crazy. So Cleffa, sheesh. Cleffa is a $10 right there. Cleffa, as you can see, is up 81% on the 1 month to almost $20, $19.51. Cleffa is historically a $4 card. As you can see here, look at that. There it is. Wow, wow, wow. Cleffa. And to be honest, Cleffa is all that was going on with Obsidian Flames this week. Trust me. Okay, so 151. By the way, I need to clarify. I made a verbal mistake last week once we got to this set. I talked a whole bunch about the Charizard Full Art being comfortably over $44. But then I immediately, a second later, went and said Mew past Blastoise is the most expensive Full Art. Which, duh, Charizard's a Full Art. It's just so much more expensive than all the other ones I totally forgot. But either way, it doesn't matter, because Blastoise is now back ahead of Mew as the second, not most, but second most expensive as far as that goes. And then I wrote Poliwhirl and Psyduck. Okay, so again, Poliwhirl and Psyduck keep sneaking up and no one's paying attention. Psyduck is $21 now. Psyduck is a $20 plus card. And then Poliwhirl next week, I'll be telling you, next week Poliwhirl is a $20 plus card. I mean, it's 1862 now. Every other card that comes out of my mouth is just more expensive the following week. Again, because we are in crazy times. So Psyduck, Poliwhirl, basically both $20. There it is. Paradox. I wrote Groudon, Roaring Moon up a little, and Golisopod buyout. Okay, so Groudon's up slightly, ever so slightly. Roaring Moon is up ever so slightly. But then you go down here to Golisopod, and Golisopod is at an all-time high with a massive volume bar. Look at that. So Golisopod, right here, January 5th, 84 items sold. And you could see a massive spike up right around that time. 84 items sold. Go over here, you see 23 listings, this low. So this probably was about as close to a buyout as you're going to get a few days ago. Went right back down to low volume. Either way, I would say be careful, don't buy Golisopod. But we are in crazy times, so I would not be surprised if Golisopod holds this $17, which again is 32% on the 1 month. And this is all because of the actions of probably 1 to 2 individuals on January 5th. But again, nobody cares. Nobody's going to notice except for me and the people who watch this weekly series. And Golisopod next week is a $20 card. So there you go. Golisopod EX. Huge gains. The only card from Paradox Rift to see huge gains this week. All right, so there you go. There it is. I'm just trying to be transparent and read the volume, read the charts accurately. Paldean Fates, Mew going back up, Charizard at an all-time high. So, as we know from the last couple weeks, the Mew, Bubble Mew hit a high of about 315, 300, or 310, somewhere around there, 320. Went back down to 260, but now it's up back to 278. So good. It's definitely building support in that high 270 or that 270 range. Charizard EX SIR is at an all-time high at $175. So let's zoom it back real quick. Here is your right out the gates. We never count the first week, but even if you do count the first week, I guess technically it was 184, so it's almost tapping. Again, I usually don't start counting things till the first week sell-off, which would make it a $120 card. So you can count, you can call it an all-time high or not. It's whatever. This is always historically what happens. But there you go, 175, and on the 1 month, 160, a nice 31 items sold on January 3rd, and now we're picking up and holding the $175 range for Paldean Fates. Zardy boy. All right, now Temporal Forces. So Temporal Forces, Sawsbuck still 25, and guess what? Metagross is 18 bucks, y'all. So Sawsbuck again, it just surprises me. I don't know why. Sawsbuck is still holding 25. In fact, it's even up a little because it was like 22, 23. That's up. Gengar's holding above 20. I guess Morty, looks like Morty's up just a little bit, up to 38, but not really. But what I was going to talk about was Metagross, because there was quite a long time, or a little bit of time, where Metagross was like 4 bucks. I think we all remember this, right? Metagross was 4 bucks on release. And Metagross is up on the 3 month, 37%. And Metagross right here and now is $17.52. On the 1 month, that is a low of $13.61 and a high of $17.45. Let's go to that 1 year. So as you can see, it came out of the gates, and it literally was a $4 card for, about a month and a half or two, and then look at that. Just look at that higher lows. When I say higher lows, I can't imagine a more higher low looking chart than that. That is insane. But there you go. So now you can really see from its inception to just people love the Metagross. $17, up 22% on the 1 month for Metagross from Temporal Forces. All right, Twilight Gatorade. What I wrote, Eevee $100, Tatsugiri, and Chansey. Okay, so Eevee is $90, and then Tatsugiri and Chansey. First of all, let's just look at Eevee. There's your Eevee chart. It's already set to the 1 year for you, so you can see that. Shwee! On the 1 month, though, it's from $62 on December 15th up to $90, 42% on the 1 month. Big old volume, 45, that's not too bad. And we got 30 still available, it's not too bad. It's a little mini buyout, it's a lot of copies purchased. It's not that bad, especially for Eevee. But yeah, so Eevee is $90, well on its way to 100, like we've been saying for the last couple weeks. I think we've all been assuming that. Tatsugiri is now $16.54. Had a big old 107 items purchased on December 31st. Went up, and now it's holding. So Tatsugiri, there you go, 16. And then what else was I looking at? Chansey. Did I actually pull up the Chansey chart? Here, we'll look at Chansey. Chansey, where'd you go? So Chansey, we'll take a look right here real quick. So yay. 68% on the 3 month for Chansey. So Chansey's at $13.43, as you can see here. Just ad-libbing this one. We had a low of $9.99. What a deal. $9.99 for Chansey. Now we have $13.43. So there you go. And then now, let's go to right here. Shredded Fumble. So Shredded Fumble. What'd I write? I didn't write anything, but I do know it was all about Houndoom, and that's it. So Houndoom's back up to 30 bucks. Let's look at Houndoom. That's it, really, for Shredded Fumble. So on the 1 month, $23 up to $28, $29. It's $29.12 is Houndoom's current. And let's look here. Oh yeah, so I guess I'm getting Houndoom mixed up with Persian, because it was Persian that was 35 bucks for a while. So Houndoom is definitely at an all-time high, as you can see right there. And it's basically knocking on $30. Cool. That's right, yeah, because it did come out at like $24, I remember. Because I almost bought a copy right at release. Stellar Crown, it's literally just Terapagos. Terapagos is steadily going back up. Literally, that's it. $83.98. Last week, Terapagos was $75. Squirtle's just adding $1 per week. Bulbasaur's struggling to just get over 50. Everything else is pretty stable and boring for Stellar Crown. Alright, now let's get into Surging Sparks, and we're almost done. So, Surging Sparks, what I wrote Alolan Dugtrio, Spiel, Mesprit, and Sunny Castform. So basically, just some of the cheaper IRs from Splurging Sparks are going up. Cerulege cooled off a little, back under 38. Latios warming up a little, so Latios and Cerulege are neck and neck. But then you go down here, and all of a sudden, Alolan Dugtrio is $11.40. All of a sudden, Spiel is $11.31. And all of a sudden, Mesprit is $10.67. All three of these are $2 to $3 more, essentially, than they were last week. Sunny Castform, I'm not going to go to page 2. It's $7.50. It's up $1 or $2 from the last couple weeks. But there you go. So 4 cheaper IRs from Surging Sparks are doing very well right now. Alright, so now we get into the Alt Arts. So there you go. What looks different on this top row? Can you tell me? You should already know what looks very different on the top row. Okay, do you know? Okay, I'll tell you just in case. It's supposed to go Moonbryon, Tina, Rayquaza, Gengar. So the Tina and the Gengar got swapped. That's what's going on here. So basically, Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike is exploding. Rayquaza VMAX doing pretty well too. I mean, they're all doing well, except holy crap, just look at the Gengar. So Gengar, there it is. That's a 1-year chart for you. It's up 162% on the one, like that's the 1 year, but even on the 1 month, it's up 24%. Think about that. That's a $500 card. It's up 24% on the 1 month chart, from 459 up to 572. I'll pull it back just a little more. And again, this is Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike. There was your, earlier in the year bubble. This is where we're at now. We are so far beyond 2019 through 2021. This is the bubble of bubbles. The 30th anniversary is going to be the anniversary of anniversaries for Pokemon. This shit is wild. Let's go back. So again, Giratina at 538, Rayquaza 546, but seriously, Gengar at 572. Oh my gosh. And Umbreon's just up a little. Umbreon's been at 1400. Blaziken, all these we talked about last week. Charizard V not quite back up to its high of 199. Umbreon over 200, we talked about that. Lugia V from Silver Tempest doing exceptionally well at an all-time high. Same with Dragonite V, same with Rayquaza V, same with Tyranitar V, not Galarian Moltres V. Espeon, yeah, a lot of these cards are at all-time highs. I don't think Aerodactyl V is, though. I do not, yeah, some of these aren't, but some of these are, as far as the Vs go. Like Rayquaza, T-Tar, Dragonite, Umbreon, and Lugia V are all at all-time highs. For sure. Holy moly. I just can't believe this era we are in right now. I mean, it's just, you gotta like pinch yourself and just be like, is this actually happening? Because, I mean, a lot of us have seen these bubbles in the past. We've lived through this. You know, I pulled first edition base at Charizard in 1999, so I've seen all the bubbles. And every bubble is different. Like in 2021, it was singular vintage cards that just 100x'd, and now it's just modern is just insane. Okay, so real quick on the exclusives, the Pokemon Center exclusives over here, as we always look at these. It's basically this week's Pikachu is just continuing to go up, whereas Snorlax and Charmander right over here at 125, 128 are leveling off. Magneton comfortably over, yeah. A lot of this is unchanged except for Pikachu from Paldea getting way more also expensive. And then Little Lechonky Chonk just keeps going up. This is hilarious. This is the funniest card ever. 746. Should we take another look at it? Let's do it. It's Lechonk, why not? So on your 1 month chart, it's from $3. You know, it's up 148%. Let's go to the 6 month. On the 6 month, it's up 350%. This is something you got when you got anything from the Pokemon Center Scarlet and Violet base set related when the era first started. All right, now let's look at some other promos that aren't the Pokemon Center promos. Look at this. Look, yeah, I know. We'll get to this little asshole in a second. But look at Mew. Look at Mew EX 53. It's a $30 promo now. A $30 promo to go along with the Mewtwo at $10. Pretty crazy. Greninja up even high. Greninja is about to be worth as much as the box he comes in MSRP. I actually found multiple Greninja boxes at Target for $30. I probably should have bought them. I didn't because all the Greninjas were off center. But Greninja, literally the box you can find at Target for $30. The Greninja promo is about to be worth $30. So there's 4 free shredded fumble packs for you if you can pick up the Greninja box. Charmander regular ETB 16. Even the Kingdra's up to 13. Yikes. Alright, yeah, there you go. But yeah, the Greninja being $26 and the Mew being $29. What the absolute hell is going on? And then dun dun dun! Here's a little bitch right here. Shut up. I hate, you know, alright, fine. I'll be mature for once. On the 1 month, little bastard baby. I can't even not say it. Little bastard baby Van Gogh Pikachu. I can't. It's muscle memory. I have to call this thing little bastard baby Pikachu. $195 on December 13th. Here we go. $253 today. Here's your 1 year. From 80. I don't even want to keep giving this thing attention. It is what it is. It is a card that is up high that has a PSA 10 population report of 18,597,000 and 56. All right, that's all I got. I'm going to do my best to just upload more, okay? I'm going to upload as much as I can. I'll upload shorter stuff, less edited stuff. I'll just upload more in general to make you guys happy. And as payment, hit the subscribe button, guys. I love you. And it's going to be a scary year. It's probably going to be a scary year and a half. Just, you know, make smart financial decisions. Make the decisions with the thought in mind that you want to continue collecting for the rest of your life, and always know the moderner the better. The most hype set is always the next set that is coming out. So no matter how crazy and hysterical things are for a specific set, if you save your money or whatever for the next set, it'll be just like that all over again. All the YouTubers, people like me, will be talking about the next set as soon as the next set comes out. So don't ever go too crazy on one set, and to be honest, just plan ahead, just make smart decisions, buy raw cards, yada 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 yada. It's a crazy time, so just make good decisions and don't freaking lean too hard into the FOMO. All right, see you guys on the next one. Deuces.